Namaskara. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this special celebration at Evolback, Kamalapura Palace. At Evolback, our philosophy has always been to create experiences deeply rooted in the spirit of the land we belong to, inspired by the grandeur of the Vijayanagara Empire. Kamalapura Palace is more than a place to stay. It is a journey where every stone and the courtyard tells a story. Through our palace talk, we seek to immerse guests in the soul of Hampi, connecting them to its art, culture, and living traditions. Our vision goes beyond hospitality. We aim to create a stage where talent and tradition shine, from the craftsman's hands to the writer's pen. Every effort adds to Hampi's living legacy. Today evening reflects that spirit as we unveil a book that carries forward photographic stories of this land. Thank you for being a part of this memorable evening. I'm Anish, your host for this special occasion, and I am delighted to see passionate readers and history enthusiasts gathered here. Mr. Saibal is a renowned photojournalist whose distinguished career spans over 25 years with leading publications such as India Today and Outlook. Having begun his journey at the Telegraph, he has devoted his expertise to documenting significant events and exploring the cultural depths of India with sensitivity and artistry. In his most recent endeavor, Mr. Das spent 4 years photographing the Grand Hampi, a UNESCO World Heritage Site rich in the remains of Vijayanagara Empire and breathtaking landscapes. Using his favored black and white medium with panoramic and 6x7 cameras, he captured Hampi's beauty across seasons and occasions, endeavoring to go beyond ordinary tourist lands. His newly published book stands apart as an artistic tribute to the Hampi. Rather than presenting well-known temples and familiar sites, Mr. Das' images guide us to lesser visited corners of the region, unveiling its hidden charm and the ever-changing moods of the Tungabhadra River. This work invites viewers to experience Hampi in a new light through moments of quiet wonder, historical depth, and unspoiled visual poetry. Now, I invite the author, Mr. Saibal, to share a few words about the inspiration and journey behind his remarkable book. Sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to come here and present my book. I'm extremely grateful to Evolback and especially to Mr. Muhammad, whom I just requested if I can show my book in your hotel, because my book is on Hampi, and that would be the right kind of place to show my work. So Hampi is a 4 years project. I photographed Hampi in different seasons, different occasions, to capture the mood of the Hampi and the vibrant Hampi, I must say. I photographed it. And actually this was my very, very private journey in such an amazing land, amazing landscape and the monuments. I walked through the monuments, the alleys of the monuments in different situations, different lights, and photographed it. Deliberately, I stayed away from the known monuments, which is photographed again and again and again. But I didn't do that. I tried to explore the places which is unknown and which is hidden in different kind of places. So that was my whole idea to photograph and look at the very detail of the places which is people do not notice, because the people come here, mostly the tourists, they come here to see the stone chariot, Vittala, Virupaksha, these things. But beyond the Vittala and Virupaksha, there are so many unknown monuments, the ruins are hidden in the jungles and all. So that's, I tried to explore it. It was like this, it was it's a kind of a ritual, you can say. Every day morning I used to go out to shoot Hampi, because the morning light and the evening light is the best for me to shoot. So this is the way the whole work happened, and I had to work for so many years to publish this book. So this is the book, now is out. Please have a look, and I think as because we are going to talk about this thing, book and all, so I'll be able to tell much more things. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone, for being here, first of all. And second, thank you very much to the author, Mr. Saibal Das, for being a part of our journey in promoting spirit of the land, the culture of Hampi, and the region. Just to continue with a very humble introduction you gave on your work and the book, but I'm sure that 4 years of journey would not have been just 4 minutes. It would have been much more, and I would like to take the opportunity to explore on this more. We've done our research, and we found out that you transitioned from decades of high-intensity photojournalism, covering insurgencies, conflict zones, politics, to deeply meditative personal project like this. How did that shift in your work philosophy come about? And was there a specific turning point in your life which made you come to Hampi and do this project?
I'm basically a photojournalist, worked 20 years in the field of photojournalism. Basically, photography and the journalism is in my DNA, still dead. Photojournalism and these kind of personal projects are totally different things. The photojournalism has got a lot of excitement, a lot of things are happening around. And that is the thing, to run around there. It's a totally different kind of excitement. When I had been in a conflict zone in Afghanistan, when the Taliban invaded, I saw the tanks, armored vehicles, everything is on the street. I had to travel in a tank with the Talibanis. Otherwise, today's context, the Rohingya refugees are the biggest problem in India right now, especially in my land. But I have seen in 91, when the Rohingya refugees were fleeing from Burma and coming to Bangladesh, Chittagong, and they were staying in refugee camps. And when this Indian Airlines plane was hijacked and landed in Kabul, and it was such an excitement when the plane came back to Delhi with the passengers. I can't tell you how excited I was. And my picture was published in India Today, the lead picture of the story. Those things are totally different. Different human stories, human interest stories and all. But in 2001, I was shifted from Delhi to Bangalore. And I was working here in charge of South India. Suddenly, I had a massive heart attack in Hyderabad. Luckily, it happened at Chandrababu Naidu's office in front of him. So I was shifted to hospital and I was cured. So from that time, that was my, you can say, a turning point when my movement and everything got little restricted. I wanted to be calmed down. And Hampi and the other things also. And after my recovery from that shocking, the surgery and all, in 2008, I went back to Calcutta from Bangalore. So I took some time over here, and that time I came to Hampi as a tourist. It was a different kind of journey, and I photographed Hampi, the monuments and all, those are the color images, all fine. But slowly, I got the interest to look at the Hampi in my way. And it was, as I told you, that's totally my very personal journey in this fascinating land. So this is the thing. But still I must tell you that journalism in my DNA, I love it. Whenever I get a chance, I do. But naturally not in a conflict zone. I won't be able to go and photograph the insurgency in Northeast and other places. So more I was in the socio-economic stories and all. But after 2008, when I left Outlook and decided to go back to my homeland, Calcutta, West Bengal. So from that time, I was concentrating on, after doing two personal projects. One is Calcutta's Chitpur Road, which is the oldest road in Calcutta, and it has got more than 300 years history. After doing this thing, my friends told me, why don't you just continue with your Hampi work? I said, fine, I won't mind. Then I came and started working on Hampi.
We are very happy that you're here, and we are very happy to see your work. That brings me to the question that you have chosen vintage printing techniques like platinum, palladium, and kallitype for this project. Why did such analog 19th century methods feel like the right way to render a 15th century civilization?
Platinum alternative process printing, and I used the two cameras, two format. One is a Hasselblad Expand for the panorama and the Mamiya 6x7 for the monuments and all. Generally. I thought the Hampi demands a panoramic image, but it's the whole place is very, very panoramic. The landscape, the monuments in between the landscape, it needs a very panoramic image. So deliberately I was shooting in panoramic camera. And the film till date, though today is a digital age, using film, it may not be a wise idea. But I prefer to use it because I will have a total control on it if I use the film. So from collecting the film, then shoot according to my way and process it, everything is controlled. The other thing is the printing thing. I came to know about the alternative process printing, the kallitype and then platinum palladium. Platinum palladium is one of the most critical and the ultimate printing process. So for that, I approached a couple of people, one person here, and that I think he was not interested to exchange his work. So I went to Germany to a person called Wolfgang Moersch, who is a master printer, from whom I have learned kallitype, and came to know about the platinum palladium. I had no idea about it, but when I started doing it, it is such a wide horizon of it, especially the tonality of the printing, the pictures, which a platinum print can produce. This modern days, today's digital print, inkjet print, I think it can't produce. So that's why I decided to print all my Hampi pictures in the platinum palladium process, which are displayed in this behind. You are requested to win after this thing. You can come and have a look. You will realize that the differences.
In the Tribune, you described Hampi as a civilizational quest and talk about your emotional relationship with its structural identities. Can you share a story or a moment when you felt that quest crystallize during your work there?
See, from the slowly, I was getting involved and developing my interest in the ruins and the civilization. And the thing is, always when I looked at the other people, is the Roman Empire, the Roman dynasty, by Joseph Kudelka's picture. And from then, I thought, why not our Hampi? It is such a great civilization was here, Vijayanagara dynasty. So why not to photograph it and present to the world? See, we in India also had that kind of civilization, which was very, very rich. That's the way. And also, when I started photographing this thing, I fall in love. I was getting addicted, honestly. I was getting addicted to this place. So every day, morning and evening, going to a very unknown place, aiming nothing, climbing the hills. Suddenly, I used to land up in a place where there are so many unknown things are there. Like, I found, always I wanted this one mandapa is there. You can see from all the corners of Hampi. I wanted to reach there, but could not able to make it. But somehow, someone took me there and I photographed it. And that night, that evening is wandering. The way the sky, the sunset happened beyond my expectation. So that time itself, but these are the situations I got addicted to this place.
Thank you. My next question has two stem questions. So basically, the first is that when you work at a project like this in Hampi for 4 years, I'm sure your work is wonderful, but a little bit of credit also goes to the place, the people. I would like to know here at Hampi, who were the people or whose work actually made you work to, like, helped you in the whole process. And the second is that many visitors are overwhelmed by Hampi's scale, yet your pictures often isolate intimate gestures like the curve of a stone or the empty corridors. How did you train your eye to look small in a giant landscape?
Thank you very much for this, a great question. I would like to start with this, how I found in such a vast landscape, massive the monuments, I found the small things. One day I was photographing a stone near over there where the Koti Lingam thing is there. It's just a simple boulder. There is a huge crack in it, pitch black color boulder, and against the blue sky and some white clouds. This is one thing, that is the thing I was searching and looking for. The other day I found a stone, curved stone pillar kind of thing. It's lying in a grass, and the grass is full of white flowers, small tiny white flowers, and it was such a contrast with this amidst of the flowers, and the stone thing was lying there. This is one. The other day, behind the elephant stable, there are a couple of monuments are there. Hardly people go there. There I was coming back after a day's shooting. Suddenly I saw there are some palm trees. In the same way, the breeze is, the leaf of the palm trees is in a particular way, the direction, and the lonely, that abandoned temple is there. That picture I made, and which is I must say, is one of my favorite pictures. So this is the way I tried to explore the places the way I wanted to. So that's why there is no such, the big, massive things are there in my pictures.
And people.
Yeah. The people helped me definitely. I was the one gentleman, I must tell his name, otherwise it is not good if I don't acknowledge him. He is Prabhupada Dasgupta. His book on Hampi's picture, which was published by, there is a very private circulation by Ganjam Jewelers, and in his retrospective, there are some pictures of Hampi. One Hampi series is there. One day I was on the way to Hampi from Bangalore, so somebody told me, why don't you go and see? Prabhuda's Hampi exhibition is going on. So I went there. I saw this. I realized that Prabhuda's viewpoint and my viewpoint is similar. So I am indebted to him, give me that confidence to photograph Hampi the way I was photographing. I am very much indebted to him. And also the local people, though there is not much picture of the locals, because I did not include them, because this Hampi is very, very quiet. It's maybe there are some tourists, but basically most of the time it is lonely. It is very, very lonely for me. But the one particular time when I came here to photograph the most, here's the biggest festival, Rathotsava of Hampi. Lots of people, that was my second time. First I saw when I was in Bangalore, and second time I came deliberately to photograph the Rathotsava and photograph the local lights. There is a picture you must see that one local old man is sitting under the huge boulder, and all the visitors, they are sitting on the Himakota hills, watching from the far the Rathotsava. So these are the elements for me. And also I must say that there is a ritual happens behind that Virupaksha temple. People come there with their ashes of their ancestors Yeah. Everybody, they come in a 7-8, and they flow the ashes of their ancestors in the Tungabhadra river. So these are the things I found very, very interesting for me. And they were very my guiding force.
Thank you. Now, since this is your first visit at our palace in Hampi, let me assure you that every time you will come next, you won't feel lonely. We'll always be there.
No.
As long as you are seeking for it.
It's lonely. It's a very quiet place.
Indeed. As long as you're seeking for it. Hampi gives an opportunity for everyone to look within
Yes.
and to find what they are, what they want.
Yeah.
Indeed. My next question to you is, what were the challenges you faced? I know you're from Calcutta and you must be missing a lot of food from Bengal here. But apart from that, what were the challenges which you faced while working here in Hampi?
I didn't face much problematic, honestly. Yeah, definitely, as you just mentioned, the food and all. I was staying in a Hampi University. They were so generous. They opened the guest house for me, and I could stay there as long as I wanted. But it was the communication with that caretaker lady and her husband was very, very difficult for me, because they don't know Hindi or English, and unfortunately I don't know Kannada. So that was the problem. And food wise, there are some very, very plus point, very, very minus points also. After shooting every day, I used to come to here and Kamalapura crossing opposite to ASI museum. One husband and wife, they used to run a place called Durga Tiffin. She used to give me very good tindi breakfast. I used to have a breakfast there. And more than food, I used to really, really enjoy. She was very talkative, and there's so many earrings and all these things. She was very active and talkative lady. I used to really enjoy her communication with the local guys, whoever used to come. Unfortunately, I came to know this time that her husband is no more, and she has closed the shop, has gone to her Udupi, her ancestral place, or maybe. And the other great thing is, whenever I was to begin my day, I used to come to Kamalapura, and next to the ASI office, there's one small pushcart fellow where all the workers used to gather in the morning, 6 in the morning. They used to have tea, and I used to stop there. Then there is nothing to ask him. He will give me a tea without sugar, and after that he will give me a cigarette. Okay? Those are the moments I really, really remember all that time. So only one problem was the dinner, and maybe sometime in the lunch. And those days really, there's not this much of food options were available here. So I had to depend on this university guest house, the person only. So that lady used to give me every day the rice and sambar. Nothing else. Maybe with a paparam and some taire. So that was my only thing. But one very interesting that one day I was so frustrated with this. Frustrated, I don't know what to say. I bought some egg and came. She jumped off. How can she make an egg for me? She doesn't touch egg. Okay, so she called her husband. Somehow, I said, okay, forget it. I will make it myself. This is no big deal to make an omelette and all. So somehow I managed it with this. But it was a great time I had. everywhere with all the locals.
Thank you very much. Based in Calcutta, your roots are very different from Deccan, India. How does your Bengali identity, your past work, your history, your emotional geography reflect in the way you have photographed Hampi?
Thank you. It's a good question. See, introduction of Hampi is there when I was a teenager. I didn't know that one day reading that novel, Tungabhadra Tire, that is a Bengali novel by Sharadindu Bandyopadhyay on the bank of Tungabhadra. It's a fantastic love story of the princess and her bodyguard, how they fall in love, and how it was the whole Vijayanagar dynasty was mentioned and described, each and everything, how the princess used to go to evening with her friends, with her Shakhis to Pansupari Bazaar. And it was, the description was, she used to go there to buy mallige, the flower, and how the whole thing was there. So that was the introduction of Hampi for me. But I never thought one day I will come back and shoot here. Besides that, when I came to Bangalore in 2000, got posted from Delhi, and I was working for Outlook magazine. So Outlook magazine took me to so many places in South, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, and all these things. I was getting exposed to this all Deccan culture and all. I have seen Chola dynasty, I have seen the Brigadasara, and I have seen in here in Karnataka, Mysore, Belur Halebeedu, all these things. Those are my they're my exposure to all these things. And moreover, my wife is a Malayali. Okay? So, with her, I have seen Kerala. So that was my whole exposure and my love and this thing for southern India. That's why.
Thank you. My last question before we give the mic to the audience. I'm sure they also have a few curious points to ask you. Was there an image that arrived unexpectedly? Something you had not planned but Hampi gifted you?
There are a couple of images which are so dear to me. And it happened suddenly. One day I was behind this Vitala temple. There is a huge place, a flat land. Over there is a one or two lone lampposts. There is a beautiful sky, the clouds and everything. I don't know suddenly from where the two jet planes crossed, and the fumes, which are condensed fumes, which just made a white line. It was beyond my imagination and expectation. It happened. And other day, as I told you that particularly those palm trees, the breeze made all the leaves just in one direction, and the Jain temple. I was not ready to shoot. Oh, okay, yeah, you're showing it. So that was in Hemakuta Hills. The huge black rain cloud. This is the one. This is the one. The rain cloud came. In a fraction of a minute, the whole place became so dark. Rather than fleeing to protect my camera from the rain and all, I started photographing that rain cloud. The black rain cloud on top of I think that is also a Jain temple in Hemakuta Hills. That was so precious for me. So these are the pictures.
I just want to ask, since you came in 2002 the first time, or 2001,
Yes.
and then when you were talking earlier, you mentioned that it's changing so much and so fast. And I feel that somehow time has caught up with the place. And did you have any time to still experience what you experienced in 2001?
Today morning, when I was coming from the station to this place, I don't know by which road I came. It's all highways. Okay? I never seen this road. Always I used to come and cross that level crossing and come here. I found that when a particular house, it's a very old house, is not there. There's a very old with a wooden pillar and all. It's not there. It disappeared. And also, over here also that was definitely a government decision and all to clear this Virupaksha temple area. And I am sure that, yeah, there are a lot of new places are coming up here. I saw here in this road so many new eateries which was not there. Okay? And slowly, like the everywhere it is changing. This place also will change. It will be no wonder. One day I saw somewhere in the maps the new layouts are coming out. There will be buildings. You can't help it. You can't stop it. So these are the things. Today I didn't go to the inside the small eateries over there behind this, next to Virupaksha temple, that cluster of that small village. I used to have something here, stop there, walk around. I don't know if those are there or not. I'll have to find out.
Thank you very much, everyone. I believe we have covered most of the things. Thank you for being a part of this event this evening. The books are available for sale at the entrance. The author is for you to sign the books. The original prints are placed at the back, and we would love to continue the conversation with the author and all of you at the high tea. Thank you very much for being a part, and bye till we meet again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming.